Fox 35 Late News at 11 starts now.
I heard this is like a good little fishing dock over here. I'm over here just casting away, and I hear some sort of boom. I turn around, it's just engulfed in flames. Insane.
I ran out there to try to see if anybody needed help, and one guy was on fire, another person was in the water. I mean, it was just like, it was like chaos, like all at once. Everything was happening.
A boat explosion turns deadly, landing several people in the hospital. It happened down in Fort Lauderdale around 6 o'clock this evening. Thanks for meeting me at 11. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Manny Martinez is staying up late with us tonight. So, Manny, the explosion caused another boat to go up in flames.
Yeah, Fire Rescue says that when that first explosion happened, the sparks flew onto another boat and caught that one on fire. 5 people rushed to a hospital, 3 of them suffering from what firefighters call traumatic injuries. A 6th person was considered missing in the water until the dive team recovered their body. They've been confirmed dead. Crews eventually put out the fire. People nearby say when they saw the explosion, they ran away.
So I heard this is like a good little fishing dock over here. I'm over here just casting away, and I hear some sort of boom. I turn around, it's just engulfed in flames. Insane.
I mean, I ran out there to try to see if anybody needed help, and one guy was on fire, another person was in the water. I mean, it was just like, it was like chaos, like all at once. Everything was happening. And I went out there with my manager. We were trying to get people out of the water. One guy was on the boat and he was stumbling.
So you can see crews here dragging one of the burnt boats back to shore.
So, Manny, do officials know how this explosion happened at all?
As of right now, they are still investigating the cause. The fire officials say the first boat exploded was at the fuel dock near the fuel pumps, but they don't know if the boat was actively fueling.
Wow. Very interesting. Manny, thanks so much for that update. Well, 75 days after Hurricane Milton, and some people are still living in limbo. Christmas is going to look a lot different for people this year. Hannah McKenzie is live in Volusia County tonight. So, Hannah, you spoke with a family who says they're displaced for the holidays.
Marlisa, I did, and in fact, I did so via Zoom because they're not even here in Volusia County anymore tonight. They are staying with family in North Carolina, and they're having friends check in on their home here.
I imagine they're just beyond frustrated. So what's next for the family?
Well, I'm not really sure what's next for the family. They're waiting that as well as a lot of people in the area, Marlisa. But on January 14th, Volusia County commissioners will hold a special meeting to continue their discussion on a building moratorium. Those in favor of that moratorium, which could restrict new development, say that would make a huge impact on the current flooding issues many people are facing here in Volusia County, Marlisa.
Hannah, thanks so much for that update. Well, it's going to be a mild Christmas Eve weather-wise, but showers could roll in for Christmas Day. We want to hear it directly from our resident elf meteorologist, Noah Berger. And so, Noah, is it going to be chilly first thing in the morning?
Marlisa, yes, but only in the far northern parts of our area. So like Ocala, Gainesville, it'll be a little chilly, but there's a huge spread tomorrow in the morning in terms of that temperature. And you'll see what I mean. If you're in Brevard County, we start off at 60 or so, which is actually milder than normal. About 54 in Orlando, but 49 in Ocala, 46 in Gainesville. So a large disparity in terms of, yeah, it's a little chilly up here, Alachua, Marion County, but for the rest of the area, not much so. And then once you get to Brevard, it's a warm start to your Tuesday morning. All right, rain chances Wednesday and Thursday, I've got them at 30%. I do think there will be some showers around, particularly Christmas afternoon in our area. Tonight, things are dry and quiet. We had a couple of showers earlier. There's some rain offshore. You see it over there, but nothing I don't really think is going to form through the rest of the overnight heading into early tomorrow morning. And those temperatures right now, you see that spread already taking shape. It's 51 in Gainesville, yet 63 down in Cocoa Beach. I'll walk you through the hour-by-hour forecast for Christmas in a few minutes. Marlisa.
We'll see you then, Noah. In the meantime, a little boy is recovering from open heart surgery after a drone came crashing down on him during a holiday drone show in Orlando. The city of Orlando and the company that put on the show have not said what caused the accident at Lake Eola. The parents of a 7-year-old boy say their son was hit in the chest by a drone's blade and knocked him out. We reached out for another update, but have not yet heard back. A woman is accused of stealing multiple boxes of men's Rogaine. Police say it happened at the Sanford Target on WP Ball Boulevard earlier this month. Officers claim she hopped in a pink Ford Focus and took off with the goods. Anyone who might know who this is asked to come forward. Well, the Grinch of the day goes to a man who tried to steal one family's holiday cheer just before Christmas. The thief is accused of taking some pretty big Christmas decorations right outside of the front door. Stephanie Buffmonte joins us live from the Orange County Sheriff's Office tonight. So, Steph, this family must feel pretty bummed.
Definitely, especially this happening right before Christmas Eve. Now, the family reported this to the sheriff's office here, hoping that this would help catch this person. So now, while this is the merriest time of the year, it's also the heaviest crime season. Security experts say if you have decorations outside, there's a few things you can do to deter criminals, like having cameras up, making sure everything is well lit, and securing your decorations. And that's something that the family I spoke with did. They put everything down using different hooks or zip ties and anything else they brought inside their home. Marlisa?
Stephanie, not only are thieves taking decorations this time of year, but also packages. You know, home safety and security company Safewise, they said that holiday season leads to the most package thefts. The company actually estimates more than 120 million packages were stolen in 2023. Hard to wrap your head around that many packages being taken.
I know, when you hear that number, you think how crazy that must be, but it does happen. And law enforcement agencies encourage people to report these instances, no matter how big or small you think it may be, because they can track where this is happening and increase patrols if they need to.
Stephanie, thanks so much for that report. Well, we're in the business of keeping you informed and not wasting your time. So with that in mind, here are a few stories happening across the country you'll want to know about before bed. First up, former President Bill Clinton is in the hospital tonight. He's been at Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington, D.C. since the afternoon. His staff says he has a fever, adding the 78-year-old is in good spirits and going through tests. Next, President-elect Donald Trump says he wants to control Greenland and regain control of the Panama Canal. Trump maintains that the 51-mile waterway, which former President Jimmy Carter agreed to gradually hand over to Panama in the late 70s, is vital to the economic and security interest of the United States. Panama's president basically responded by saying that area is not for sale. And a day on the slopes leads to a scare in Colorado when a ski lift cracked, leaving more than 170 people dangling midair. The gondola lift at Winter Park Resort stopped Saturday when it detected a crack in a structural part of the lift. It took the ski patrol more than 5 hours to lower the stranded skiers and snowboarders.
It took him a while because we saw he started climbing, he started rappelling down, getting all the gear ready, maybe a couple hours since we got stuck.
Workers are replacing that section of the lift and officials are investigating what may have caused it. A man dressed as Santa speeding through the streets, but it wasn't to deliver presents. The high-speed chase with police that could only be right here in Florida. And a holiday wish is coming true for an Air Force sergeant who is set to be reunited with the beloved cat she bonded with while stationed overseas.
We made you a promise that Walter would be safe here before Christmas, and Walter is with us now.
The heartfelt homecoming happening just in the nick of time. And before we head to break, our night lights take us to Gaylord, Michigan. A cute little holiday display in the middle of a blanket of snow out there. Look at that temperature, less than 30 degrees. All I can say is it feels good to live in Florida. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on the Late News at 11. Don't go too far. We will be right back.
On your phone, on your TV, download the Fox 35 local app.
The Fox 35 Care Force, it's our commitment to Central Florida.
The largest walk in the country.
We raise money
and get school supplies to families in need.
We're helping over 1,000 families with full Thanksgiving baskets this year.
The Fox 35 Care Force. Depend on us.
Dashing through the streets of Florida, a speeding Santa takes FHP on a wild ride. Check this out. You can see the person dressed as Old St. Nick decided to trade in the sleigh for a motorcycle. It happened Saturday night near Tampa. Troopers say this person dressed as Santa was weaving in and out of traffic, hitting speeds of 120 miles per hour. A trooper tried to stop the motorcyclist, but he refused to pull over. After a brief pursuit, the trooper lost track of the motorcycle and had to call off the chase. Santa got away. Our guess, he's hiding out in the North Pole. From the Grinch to a holiday hero, the McDonald's McRib sandwich comes in serious clutch for one police officer. Chris O'Connell tells us how the fast food classic turned into a crime-fighting tool. A police officer's view in Ocala shifts the focus from crime and punishment to spreading a little holiday cheer.
Since you're going to the hospital, and I am so sorry that you're going through this.
That's okay.
So as a Secret Santa, I want to bless you with a $100 bill for Christmas this year. Okay? She just, okay? All right, it's gonna be okay.
Oh. Can never get enough of these videos. Officers in Ocala skipped the tickets and opted to hand out $100 bills to people instead. The money was donated anonymously and given to 20 random people. On the wild side, a true holiday miracle. You've got to check this out. An Air Force sergeant who developed an inseparable bond with a cat while stationed overseas will soon be reunited with her furry friend. But it was no easy task. Jody Goldberg shows us how Paws of War is making their real-life rescue mission come true. Well, you can't stop the love. Or can you? One airport is putting a time limit on hugs right in the middle of the busiest travel season of the year.
Hug is not going to do anything to nobody. If anything, it's going to make people feel better.
So how long do people have to say goodbyes? And what are your thoughts? That's next on The Late Debate. And red wine may be the worst drink choice at those holiday parties you're attending, especially when it comes to the next morning. What you need to know before you pour up a glass. Inside your 11 p.m. diagnosis, do cold medicines actually work? The FDA recently announced plans to phase out phenylephrine. That's the key ingredient some cold and allergy pills contain. It's found in products like Vicks, Dayquil, and Mucinex Sinus Max. It's a win for skeptical researchers who have long questioned the drug's effectiveness.
Phenylephrine, as a medication taken orally, is absorbed through the gut or GI, or in this case what the FDA found was it really wasn't absorbed very well at all.
Could take a while to finalize because drug makers and government regulators can potentially go back and forth for years. Right now, phenylephrine is still considered effective in nasal sprays, although experts recommend alternative therapies like saline drops and rinses and over-the-counter nasal steroids. And you might want to watch how much red wine you consume over the holidays. New research says it could cause an intense hangover for some people. Some scientists say red wine contains a lot of a compound that affects the body's ability to process alcohol. It's called quercetin. Researchers say it causes inflammation and headaches. Red wine has more of it because the skin of the grape is left on longer in the fermentation process. Let's take a live look tonight at Orlando International Airport right now. AAA expects today to be the busiest travel day. Can you put a time limit on hugs? That is the question. One airport is. They want to cut down on how long you squeeze your loved one before they jet off. So let us know what you think. Do us a favor, scan that QR code you see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen or visit fox35orlando.com/vote. Hannah McKenzie spoke with locals for this late debate. All right, should airports put time limits on hugs? The results are in. 40%, listen, these numbers have been fluctuating throughout the entire story. Now 37% say yes, they should. Now majority of you all say no, airports should not We'd love for you to continue to weigh in. A lot of changing opinions here in this poll. Well, forget the season of giving. This year is turning out to be all about receiving. Noah, why you may not need to buy as many gifts for your friends and family before you head home. And in the gifting spirit, turns out a new study shows 40% of Gen Z and millennials will self-gift this year. Basically, they're buying their own gifts. Top items include clothing, electronics, and traveling. All right, Noah, you buying yourself anything this year?
Nah, it's not for me. I'm going to see my parents and my family. That's all I need. I don't bundle into that I don't need anything, Marlisa.
So then they're getting you something.
I'm giving them all gifts. I don't need anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about you?
I always treat myself.
Well, yeah, no, I'm always one for gifting. I don't need anything in return. I love giving people gifts, and I've got really good surprise for my parents. Hopefully they're not watching this right now, but they'll see tomorrow night when I give it to them. All right, so tomorrow, lots of sunshine, hardly any clouds for your Tuesday morning, other than the fog. There'll be some fog until about 8, 9 in the morning. Going into Wednesday, it's going to be kind of cloudy. It's not totally sunny. The morning's dry for Christmas, but if you're going to a party or somebody's house, friends, family, outdoors in the afternoon, it gets totally cloudy, and there will be showers that form. Here's 5:30. Lake Mary, Sanford, Deltona, Oviedo, back towards the theme parks, down even Tampa, some rain showers, even moderate rain shower, could rain for a few hours south of the city. Nothing major, but notice it's pretty cloudy. So here's how things look on the big picture tomorrow. Fog early, low pressure in the Carolinas gives some rain. By the way, if you've got family or friends in the Austin, Dallas, or the Houston area, there will be a nocturnal threat for damaging winds and tornadoes. So if you've got people who are from here, or you know anybody, especially in the Houston area, midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, there'll be a complex of storms moving south. There could be at least some tornado threat in the middle of the night, which obviously is the most dangerous time for that. So that'll be a over there Christmas morning. But for us on Christmas, clouds with some showers coming in from the southwest, moving to the northeast. Then going into Friday, we'll probably have much of the same, just kind of cloudy and gray. There'll be another system that forms out to the west. So Christmas Eve night, we're in the 60s, small chance of a shower. Christmas Day, between 70 and 75, and despite all the clouds, it's mild. A few passing PM rain showers. Here's the temps: 74 in Leesburg, 75 in St. Cloud, 74 in Melbourne, and 70 in Volusia County on Christmas. So Marlisa, despite all the clouds, it's not totally sunny other than really tomorrow this week. It's still really warm, and it gets warmer into the weekend. But notice these percentages, a little unusual for the time of year. There is at least some chance for a shower every day for the next week.
The warmth. For that, we are grateful. Noah, thanks so much, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight on the Late News at 11. Have a great night and an even better tomorrow. We'll see you then.